The morning sun cast a warm glow over the grand Chen residence, but Lily Chen didn't feel any warmth. Her chest tightened as she watched her sister, Anna, laugh with her new husband, holding a sparkling glass of champagne. Guests clapped, cameras flashed, and somewhere inside, Lily felt the familiar sting of being invisible. It had been her idea to help Anna plan the wedding. She had spent months managing the vendors, negotiating the contracts, even designing Anna's invitation cards. Yet today, none of that mattered. Every compliment, every praise, was directed at Anna, while Lily's own achievements were quietly ignored or worse, stolen. Lily's phone buzzed. A notification from work reminded her she had been nominated for the Young Innovator Award. She smiled faintly. Even her colleagues at work failed to recognize her hard work properly. Anna had casually mentioned Lily's contribution as her own. That was the final straw. By evening, after the last guest left and the lights dimmed, Lily returned home exhausted. She didn't notice the small vase wobbling on the edge of the table. It fell, shattering, and in a strange, surreal instant, Lily felt herself collapse. Darkness swallowed her. When she opened her eyes, she was, not in the living room, but in her bedroom. The clock on the wall ticked steadily, but the date made her gasp. 3 years earlier. This can't be real, Lily whispered. The calendar confirmed it. She had been given a second chance, a literal do-over. The first thing on her mind was Ethan, her younger brother. Born with a mild physical disability, he had always relied on her for emotional support. In her previous life, she had often sacrificed her happiness to appease Anna, leaving Ethan to fend for himself in small ways. Not this time. She rose and tiptoed to Ethan's room. "Hey, sleepyhead," she murmured, smiling at the boy who was quietly reading a comic book. "Guess what? You're not alone this time." Ethan blinked up at her. "Lily, you sound different." "I am. I've learned some things," she replied, ruffling his hair. "Things are going to change. You won't have to worry about me disappearing again." Over the next few days, Lily began small. She refused to let Anna take credit at work. When Anna tried her usual manipulation, subtle remarks, exaggerated sighs, whispers to their colleagues, Lily confronted her calmly but firmly. "Anna, I don't need to sacrifice for you anymore," Lily said one morning, standing tall in the office. "This project is mine as much as yours. Let's not lie about that." Anna froze, then smiled coldly. "Funny. I never thought you had it in you." Meanwhile, Lily carefully monitored Ethan's routine. She enrolled him in a therapy program she knew would help strengthen his legs, something she had regretted not doing in her previous life. She also ensured he had the emotional support he needed, attending parent-teacher meetings and advocating for him whenever necessary. One evening, while walking home from a late-night therapy session with Ethan, Lily noticed a man sitting on a bench in the park. He looked distant, almost pained, yet something about him was familiar. She approached cautiously. "Are you okay?" Lily asked, genuinely concerned. The man looked up. His eyes softened as they met hers. You remind me of someone," he murmured, voice low. Lily nodded, sensing something strange. A memory flickered in her mind. 3 years ago, this man had been at his lowest, and she had helped him without expecting anything in return. She had never known he remembered. David Lynn. CEO, cold as steel, yet capable of deep gratitude. As they parted that night, Lily felt a strange sense of hope. This time, she would protect her brother, stand up for herself, and maybe, just maybe, change the course of her life. Later, lying in bed, Lily reflected on the funeral she hadn't yet attended in this timeline. The pain of that day would be avoided, but the lessons remained clear. She wouldn't let herself be erased again. This time, she whispered to herself, "I live for me, and for Ethan." The camera pans to the empty night sky, city lights flickering below. Somewhere in the shadows, Anna schemed, unaware that the Lily she had controlled for years was no longer the same. The office buzzed with morning chatter, printers whirring, and the faint aroma of coffee filling the air. Lily Chen walked in, her posture straighter than usual, her gaze sharper. Something in her had changed, a quiet confidence that hadn't been there before. Anna sat at her desk, perfectly coiffed, scrolling through her phone. She glanced up at Lily and smirked. "Good morning, little sister. Ready to be helpful today?" Lily stopped in front of her desk, smiling politely but firmly. "Actually, Anna, today I'm focusing on my work. I won't let you take credit for my efforts this time." Anna raised an eyebrow. Bold words. "I like it, for now." She waved a hand dismissively, but there was a flicker of worry in her eyes. Lily noticed it but didn't let it distract her. The first test came almost immediately. Their company was launching a new tech project, and Anna tried to manipulate their team, subtly claiming Lily's ideas as her own. Lily had anticipated this, thanks to her memories from her previous life. She stepped forward in the team meeting, presenting her contributions with precise detail. "Actually, I designed the initial prototype and ran the user surveys," Lily said calmly. "I'd be happy to explain the results in detail." Murmurs spread around the room. Colleagues who had once overlooked her now paid close attention. Anna's face turned pale, and for the first time, she seemed rattled. Meanwhile, Lily's thoughts kept drifting to Ethan. His small victories mattered more than corporate recognition. She found him in the backyard, trying to reach for a book on the top shelf, his legs wobbling slightly. "Need a hand?" Lily asked, kneeling beside him. Ethan shook his head stubbornly. "I can do it." Lily smiled, letting him try. She remained close, ready to help if he faltered. When he finally grabbed the book, his face lit up with pride. "I did it, Lily." "You did," she replied, ruffling his hair. "And I'll be here every time you need me. No more struggling alone." That evening, after Ethan's therapy session, Lily and Ethan stopped by a small cafe. The neon lights outside reflected in the puddles from a recent rain. They sat in a quiet corner, sipping hot chocolate. "Lily, do you think Anna will ever stop being mean?" Ethan asked softly. Lily shook her head. "Not on her own. But that's why we're changing the way we respond. We're not letting her hurt us anymore. We protect ourselves, and each other." Their conversation was interrupted when a familiar figure appeared at the cafe's entrance, David Lin. He spotted Lily instantly, his gaze softening. He had seen her before, 3 years ago, on a day he remembered vividly, a day when she had shown him kindness when no one else would. "Lily," he said, approaching their table. "I didn't expect to see you here." She looked up, startled but composed. "Mr. Lin. Fancy meeting you outside the office." David smiled faintly. "Call me David." I've been meaning to thank you. A while back, you helped me when things were difficult. I've never forgotten it." Lily felt her heart skip a beat. She had never expected him to remember. "I'm glad it helped," she said softly, hiding the rush of emotion. They spoke for a few minutes, their conversation light yet meaningful. David's presence was comforting, and Lily noticed the way he watched her, not with business calculations or curiosity, but genuine concern. Back home that night, Lily tucked Ethan into bed. "You'll sleep well tonight, Ethan. Things are changing, I promise." He smiled, eyes heavy with sleep. "I believe you, Lily. I really do." As Lily stepped out of Ethan's room, she felt a surge of determination. Protecting Ethan, standing up to Anna, and rebuilding her life, all of it was possible now. And the mysterious connection with David. That was an unexpected, yet welcome, bonus. Lily looked out her bedroom window, the city lights twinkling below. She whispered to herself, "No more sacrifices, no more hiding. This time, I fight for what's mine." In the shadows, Anna sat alone, fuming. Her plans had hit an unexpected roadblock, and she realized Lily was no longer the meek sister she once controlled. A storm of ambition and resentment brewed inside her. The office was unusually quiet that morning, the hum of computers and soft footsteps the only sounds. Lily Chen entered with her usual calm confidence, but today, her mind was sharpened with a singular purpose: no more letting Anna manipulate her. Anna, as expected, was already at her desk, smiling sweetly at colleagues as if nothing had changed. But Lily could see through the act. She had seen this version of Anna countless times in her previous life, sweet words hiding sharp claws. "Morning, Lily," Anna said, her tone syrupy. Did you review the client's proposal I sent last night? Lily glanced at the papers on Anna's desk, her fingers hovering. I did. But I noticed some errors in the calculations, ones that could cost the project if not corrected. I've already prepared a revised version for the meeting this afternoon. Anna's eyes narrowed slightly, but her voice remained calm. Oh, how thorough of you. She didn't realize that Lily's words carried the weight of authority now, backed by knowledge she shouldn't yet have. The afternoon meeting was tense. The CEO, Mr. Zhong, expected a flawless presentation, and Lily delivered it with precision. She outlined the proposal's strengths and weaknesses, explaining the corrected figures clearly. Her colleagues nodded in approval. Anna tried to interject, but Lily's confident delivery and prepared evidence left her little room to maneuver. After the meeting, Anna cornered Lily in the elevator. You're becoming insufferable, you know that, she hissed. Do you think I'll just sit back while you steal my spotlight? Lily met her gaze, unflinching. I'm not stealing, Anna. I'm just claiming what I've earned. This time, I don't disappear to make life easier for you. I suggest you adjust before people start noticing your manipulations. Anna's face twisted in anger, but she smiled tightly. We'll see about that. You've changed, but I like a challenge. Back at home, Lily's thoughts turned to Ethan. The boy was working on a small project for his school science fair, struggling to assemble a motorized model. In the past, Lily had rushed to fix it herself, sacrificing hours. This time, she let him try, offering guidance without taking over. Almost there, Ethan, she encouraged. Remember, mistakes are part of learning. Ethan's face lit up when the motor finally worked. I did it, he exclaimed. You did, Lily said proudly. And I'm always here if you need help. But you can do more than you think. The next day, Lily returned to the office to find an unexpected email. A high-profile client wanted to meet her personally, impressed by her insights in the last presentation. David Lin's name appeared in the CC field. Curious, Lily opened the email and read. Lily, I would like to discuss a potential collaboration. Your approach impressed me, and I think there's more we could explore together. David. A flutter of excitement stirred in Lily. She remembered him from 3 years ago. The CEO she had helped without realizing it left a deep mark on him. Could this be the start of something meaningful, or just another complication? At lunch, she met David at a quiet cafe nearby. He greeted her warmly, his eyes reflecting genuine interest. You've grown since I last saw you, he said. Not just in skill, but in presence. There's a calm strength about you. Lily smiled faintly. I suppose life teaches us lessons, sometimes the hard way. David leaned back, observing her. I can see that. And I want to know more. About your work, your thoughts, and perhaps you. Lily's heart skipped a beat, but she maintained her composure. We'll see about that. Let's focus on the collaboration first. Returning home that evening, Lily felt a renewed determination. Anna's schemes were escalating, but Lily had allies now, her own intelligence, her brother's support, and even David's interest. She watched Ethan sleep, soft breathing filling the room. We're going to be okay, Ethan, she whispered. I won't let anything hurt you again. Not her. Not anyone. Across town, Anna stared at a blank screen on her laptop, plotting. Lily had changed, and Anna realized the meek, obedient sister she had once controlled no longer existed. Her smile twisted into a determined frown. You think you can stop me? You haven't seen anything yet, Lily. The tension was set. Sister versus sister. Protection versus ambition. And somewhere between, a spark of romance began to glow. The soft hum of city traffic floated through the large glass windows of the office as Lily Chen focused on her work. Her laptop screen displayed a complex set of charts and client proposals, but her mind occasionally wandered to the message she had received from David Lin the previous evening. He had requested a meeting to discuss a potential collaboration, but more than that, Lily sensed a genuine interest in her, not just professionally, but personally. She shook her head slightly. Focus, Lily, she muttered to herself. Anna can wait, and so can David. But Anna wasn't waiting. That morning, she appeared at Lily's desk with her usual perfect smile, a dangerous glint hidden behind her polished exterior. "Lily, I thought we could review the client's feedback together," Anna suggested. Her tone was sweet, but Lily could feel the threat lurking beneath every word. "I think I can handle it myself," Lily replied calmly. "Thanks." Anna's lips pressed into a thin line. "Suit yourself. But don't come running if something goes wrong." She turned and walked away, heels clicking sharply against the floor. Later that day, David arrived at Lily's office. He carried his usual calm demeanor, but his eyes lit up when he saw her. "Lily, do you have a moment?" he asked. "Of course, David," Lily replied, standing to greet him. They sat down in the small meeting room, the sunlight casting long shadows on the table. David opened his laptop but didn't rush into business. "Before we discuss work, I want to say thank you," he began. 3 years ago, you helped me at a very difficult time. I've never forgotten it. You showed me kindness when I needed it most." Lily blinked, surprised that he remembered something she had thought insignificant. "I didn't do anything special," she said softly, unsure how to respond. David leaned back in his chair, studying her carefully. "It wasn't small. It mattered. And seeing you now, it's clear you haven't changed who you are, even as you've grown stronger." A faint warmth spread across Lily's chest. For the first time in a long while, someone saw her not as a shadow behind Anna, but as herself. "Thank you, David. That means a lot," she replied. The conversation shifted to work, but the air between them had subtly changed. David listened closely, valuing her opinions, treating her as an equal partner in the discussion. Lily, in turn, felt her confidence bloom, realizing that she didn't need to fight alone. After the meeting, Lily returned home, where Ethan waited for her in the living room, sketchbook in hand. "Lily, look at this," he said excitedly, showing her a drawing of a small invention he hoped to build for his science fair. "You've been busy," Lily said, smiling. "This looks amazing. Let's make it real, shall we?" Over the next few days, Lily dedicated time to helping Ethan, guiding him through the technical details while encouraging his creativity. She let him take the lead, knowing that his confidence needed nurturing. Every small success strengthened both their bond and his independence. One evening, after Ethan had gone to bed, Lily found herself thinking about David. She replayed their conversation, the way he had looked at her with genuine care. For so long, she had been invisible, overlooked by family, co-workers, even by herself. But now, with Ethan by her side and David noticing her worth, a new possibility felt real. Her reflection in the bedroom mirror caught her attention. The woman staring back was no longer timid. She was determined, confident, and ready to face whatever Anna might throw at her. Meanwhile, across town, Anna sat in her high-rise apartment, scrolling through Lily's recent achievements. She frowned, realizing that Lily's subtle rise in influence threatened her control. "She's becoming dangerous," Anna muttered to herself, a spark of jealousy and fear mixing in her expression. The next day, Lily received an unexpected message from David. "Lily, I hope we can talk again soon. I'd like to hear more about your ideas, and perhaps share some of mine." Smiling to herself, Lily typed a quick reply. "Looking forward to it, David. See you tomorrow." She looked toward Ethan's room, hearing the soft sounds of him sleeping peacefully. For the first time in years, she felt a deep sense of hope. She wasn't just surviving anymore, she was beginning to thrive. As the city lights flickered outside, Lily whispered to herself, "This time, I protect what matters most. And I won't let anyone take it away, not Anna, not anyone." In the distance, Anna's eyes narrowed. "Enjoy it while it lasts, Lily. I'm not done with you yet." The morning sun poured into the office, but for Lily Chen, it brought no warmth. Anna had escalated her schemes, and Lily could feel the tension building like a storm ready to break. She had prepared for this, she knew Anna's tactics all too well, but even with foresight, the confrontation ahead made her pulse quicken. It started subtly. A confidential client email was mysteriously forwarded to Anna, giving her an advantage. Anna seized the opportunity, presenting a project proposal as her own and claiming Lily's research. Lily noticed immediately. The numbers didn't match her calculations, But Anna's polished delivery left some colleagues impressed, as if Lily hadn't contributed. Lily clenched her fists but remained composed. She stepped into the conference room for a critical meeting, documents in hand, ready to expose the truth without causing chaos. "Good morning, everyone," Lily began, voice steady. "I noticed some discrepancies in the proposal. I've prepared the correct figures and an updated plan to ensure the client's expectations are fully met." Anna's face tightened. "Oh, and you expect us to believe this is accurate?" she asked, feigning disbelief. "Not believe," Lily replied, placing the charts on the table. "See for yourself. These figures were carefully analyzed, and this plan addresses the client's needs more effectively than the previous version." David Lynn, who had been observing quietly, leaned forward. "Lily's right," he said, his tone measured but firm. "This approach is well thought out and clearly superior. I suggest we proceed with her plan." Anna's cheeks flushed, but she recovered quickly, forcing a smile. "Well, it seems we're in agreement. For now." After the meeting, Anna stormed out of the room, muttering under her breath. Lily watched her go, heart steady but mind alert. Anna's attacks were becoming bolder, and Lily knew this was just the beginning. Back at home, Lily turned her attention to Ethan, who was excitedly showing her the progress on his science fair project. In the past, she would have done most of the work herself, but this time she guided him instead, letting him experience the satisfaction of accomplishment. "You're really improving," Lily said, ruffling his hair. "I'm proud of you, Ethan." He beamed. "Thanks, Lily. I couldn't have done it without your advice." Meanwhile, David sent Lily a message. "Great job today. Your handling of the situation was impressive. Let's discuss the next steps tomorrow, maybe over coffee?" Lily smiled, replying quickly, "Looking forward to it." The next day, she met David at a quiet cafe, away from prying eyes. Their conversation started with business but slowly drifted toward personal stories. David shared a memory from 3 years ago, recounting the day he was at his lowest point and how Lily's unexpected kindness had stayed with him. "I never had the chance to thank you properly," David said softly. "I remember how calm and patient you were, even when I was difficult. That meant more than I can say." Lily felt warmth spread through her chest. "I'm glad it helped," she replied. "You were just going through a hard time. Anyone would have needed help." David shook his head. "No one else helped me the way you did. That's why I wanted to meet you now. I like getting to know the real you." Their eyes met, and for a moment, the world outside the cafe seemed to fade. Lily realized that this connection was different, genuine, unforced, and full of potential. Back home that night, Lily tucked Ethan into bed. "Remember, Ethan," she whispered, "we protect each other. No one can take away what matters most." Ethan hugged her tightly. "I know, Lily. And I'm proud of you." As Lily watched him sleep, her phone buzzed. A message from Anna appeared. "You think today was a victory? This is far from over. Enjoy your little moment of pride while you can." Lily stared at the screen, a faint smile on her lips. Anna could try to strike, but this time, Lily was ready. Her confidence, her brother's trust, and David's support gave her strength. This time, Lily whispered to herself, "I won't just survive. I'll win." The camera panned to Anna, sitting in a darkened room, scheming with cold determination. "You're strong, Lily," she said, almost admiringly. "But no one outshines me for long." The office was unusually tense that morning. Word had spread, the company's biggest client in years was visiting, and both Anna and Lily were expected to present. The stakes were higher than ever, and Lily could feel the familiar pressure. Only this time, she would not bow. Anna entered the conference room first, flawless in appearance and dripping with confidence. She shot Lily a look that was both calculated and venomous. "Hope you're ready," she said sweetly. "I wouldn't want to embarrass yourself." Lily met her gaze calmly. "I've never been more ready," she replied. Her voice carried a quiet authority that left Anna momentarily unsettled. As the meeting began, Anna tried her usual tricks, taking credit for ideas, exaggerating figures, and subtly undermining Lily. But Lily had anticipated everything. When Anna presented a revised marketing plan, Lily countered immediately with accurate data, predicting potential pitfalls and offering clear solutions. David Lynn, observing from the corner, leaned forward, impressed. Lily, your analysis is thorough. This approach is more sustainable and realistic than the previous plan, he stated. Anna's face hardened, realizing that the tide was turning. I don't agree, she said, trying to maintain control. The client, however, spoke up. Ms. Chen's proposal is detailed and well-researched. We'd like to proceed with her plan. Anna's confident facade faltered, and for the first time, the room saw cracks in her armor. Later that afternoon, Lily confronted Anna privately. It's over, Anna. You can try, but your manipulations won't work anymore. Anna laughed bitterly. Over? You think this changes everything? You'll never understand what it takes to succeed. I understand enough, Lily replied. I succeed without hurting others and without sacrificing myself or Ethan. You'll see, it's possible. Meanwhile, Ethan's small triumph brought Lily joy amidst the tension. He had successfully completed his science project and received recognition from his school. Lily's protective guidance had allowed him to shine on his own. That evening, David arrived at Lily's apartment, unannounced. Can we talk? He asked, stepping inside. Of course, Lily replied, heart fluttering slightly. They sat together, the city lights glowing outside. David reached out, gently taking her hand. Lily, I've watched you grow, fight, and protect those who matter to you. I've seen your strength and your kindness. I care for you. More than I realized before. Lily's breath caught. David. He smiled softly. You don't have to say anything yet. Just know that I'm here, and I want to be with you through everything. Tears welled in Lily's eyes. I care for you too, she whispered. Their hands intertwined, a quiet but powerful connection forming between them. The next day, Anna appeared at the office, humbled but still defiant. She had realized her efforts to destroy Lily's career had failed. Seeing Lily respected by colleagues and supported by David, she faced a rare moment of introspection. I didn't realize, Anna said quietly to Lily. You were always stronger than I gave you credit for. I'm sorry. Lily, though cautious, nodded. Thank you. Maybe now we can start over, at least for Ethan's sake. Anna's expression softened, a small smile appearing for the first time. For Ethan, she agreed. Later, Lily watched Ethan play, his laughter filling the apartment. She felt a deep sense of fulfillment not just for career victories, but for protecting the family she loved and forging her own path. David joined her on the balcony, wrapping an arm around her shoulder. You've changed so much, Lily. And yet, you're still the same person I admired 3 years ago. Lily leaned into him, smiling. I've learned who I need to protect and who I need to fight for. This life, it's mine to live, finally. The camera panned out over the city skyline, the night filled with possibility. Anna, though still ambitious, had softened, Ethan thrived, and Lily, reborn and determined, had finally claimed the life she deserved. The morning sunlight streamed through the apartment windows, illuminating a sense of calm Lily Chen hadn't felt in years. The chaos of the past few weeks, Anna's schemes, corporate battles, and emotional turbulence had settled. For the first time, she felt she was living life on her own terms. Ethan was in the kitchen, enthusiastically showing off a small breakfast he had prepared himself. Look, Lily. Pancakes, he exclaimed, balancing a stack on a plate. Lily smiled, her heart swelling. They look amazing, Ethan. You're getting really good at this. He beamed, proud of both his culinary and personal progress. Lily had taught him patience and confidence, allowing him to accomplish small victories that would have seemed impossible in her previous life. The sound of a knock at the door brought a flutter of excitement. David Lynn stood there, casual yet charming, holding a small bouquet of flowers. Morning, Lily, he said with a smile. Thought I'd bring some sunshine. Lily laughed softly. You always know how to make an entrance, David. He stepped inside, handing her the flowers. I wanted to celebrate everything you've achieved, your success at work, Ethan's progress, and, of course, you. Lily felt a warmth spread through her chest. Their relationship had grown from mutual respect into something deeper, tender and real. "Thank you," she said softly. "For being there, for everything." Meanwhile, Anna had reached a turning point. She had realized the cost of her selfish ambition and the emptiness it brought. That afternoon, she visited Lily's apartment, looking tentative but sincere. "Lily," Anna began, fidgeting slightly, I want to apologize. I've been selfish, and I hurt you more than I realized. I want to try to be a better sister for Ethan's sake, and maybe for ours too." Lily looked at her cautiously, then smiled. "Thank you, Anna. That means a lot. We can start fresh, slowly. For Ethan." Anna's eyes softened, and she nodded. For Ethan. Later that day, the three of them, Lily, Ethan, and Anna, sat together in the park, sharing a quiet picnic. Ethan's laughter echoed through the trees as Anna joined in, tentative at first but gradually letting herself relax. Lily felt a sense of fulfillment she hadn't imagined possible. She had protected her brother, confronted her sister, and reclaimed her life. As the sun dipped below the horizon, David arrived to join them. He held out his hand to Lily. "Shall we walk together?" he asked, a gentle warmth in his eyes. Lily took his hand, smiling. "Yes. Let's enjoy this moment." Walking along the riverbank, Lily reflected on her journey. She had once been invisible, sacrificed endlessly for family, and watched her achievements stolen. Now, reborn with knowledge, courage, and love, she had learned to protect what mattered most while embracing her own happiness. David squeezed her hand gently. "I admire you, Lily. Your strength, your heart. I want to be part of your life, if you'll have me." Lily looked up at him, eyes shining. "I want that too, David. I never thought I'd get a second chance, but this time, I won't let it slip away." As night fell, the city lights reflected on the river, casting a golden glow over the scene. Ethan ran ahead, laughing, while Anna and Lily shared a quiet, genuine smile. David walked beside Lily, their fingers intertwined, and the world felt right. For the first time, Lily truly understood what it meant to live without regrets. She had learned to fight for herself, protect her loved ones, and embrace love without fear. And as the stars shimmered above the city, Lily whispered to herself, "This life is mine, finally. And I'm ready for every moment of it." The camera pulled back, showing the family together, Lily, Ethan, Anna, and David walking forward into a future full of hope, love, and new beginnings.